Is it time to buy or sell Bakkt Holdings stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Bakkt Holdings. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 15th of September, 2025, our system has ranked Bakkt Holdings as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 5.5. Let's examine the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 106.83% since we first identified Bakkt Holdings as a buy candidate 8 days ago. This translates to an average return of 13.35% per day since it was classified as a strong buy candidate. The stock has broken through a very broad and declining short-term trend. Firstly, there is an indication of a slower rate of decline. However, this could very well serve as an early signal of a potential trend change. On the reaction, there will be support at the ceiling of the current trend that has been breached, which is $18.06. This level may present a second opportunity to capitalize on a rally. According to fan theory, $31.66 could be the next possible peak level, thus creating a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of 34.53% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from negative 85.36% to negative 40.87%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 21.63%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 93.19% and positive 4.81% over the next year. In current terms, this would imply a future price somewhere between $1.36 and $20.96. Our latest daily update for Bakkt Holdings includes the headline, High Volatility in Bakkt Holdings Inc. stock price on Wednesday, which ended trading at $20. The Bakkt Holdings Inc. stock price gained 16.35% on the last trading day, Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025, rising from $17.19 to $20. It has now gained for 5 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to rise or takes a minor break in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 18.48%, with a day low of $16.88 and a day high of $20. The price has increased in 8 of the last 10 days and is up by 112.54% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 2 million shares, with a total of 6 million shares bought and sold, amounting to approximately $124,540,000. It is important to consider that falling volume alongside rising prices can signal divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the next few days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $37.21, while the lowest was $6.83. Currently, the price is 46.25%, or $17.21 below the 52-week high, and 98.43%, or $1,250 below the all-time high on November 1st, 2021, when the price reached $1,270. Bakkt is refining its approach to cryptocurrency infrastructure. Over the last 2 months, the company successfully closed a public offering valued at $75 million, announced the divestiture of its loyalty business to realign its strategy, and shared its second quarter results during a management earnings call. Additionally, Bakkt appointed Mike Alfred to its board to enhance governance and execution of growth strategies, acquired the premium Japan domain bitcoin.co.jp to aid in its international expansion, and received a buy initiation from a broker who highlighted Bakkt's licensing presence as a basis for a brokerage-in-a-box, a Bitcoin treasury program, and a stablecoin payments network. In the short term, expect fluctuations. The influx of fresh capital and the analyst buy rating may boost market sentiment, while dilution from the offering and the timing of the loyalty sale could exert pressure on near-term earnings per share and share prices. Looking ahead, a more concentrated focus on regulated cryptocurrency infrastructure, increased market access in Japan, and improved governance could enhance revenue scalability and company valuation, although results will depend on effective product execution and the overall cryptocurrency regulatory landscape. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 8th of September, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned BKKT a buy grade with an initiate action. On Monday, the 9th of January, 2023, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned BKKT an equal weight grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 30th of November, 2022, it was reported that Rosenblatt Securities assigned BKKT a buy grade with an initiate action. On Tuesday, the 19th of July, 2022, it was reported that Citigroup assigned BKKT a neutral grade with an initiate action. Analysts have assigned Bakkt Holdings stock a general strong sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also rate the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Bakkt Holdings. The chart today shows mostly positive signals. The stock of Bakkt Holdings Incorporated indicates buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a favorable outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal emerges from the relationship between these two averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support levels can be found at $13.18 and $9.99. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, August 21, 2025, and since then, the stock has experienced an increase of 151.57%. Continued upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, there is a buy signal indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. During the last trading day, volume decreased despite rising prices, leading to a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. It is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence, a buy signal. Pivots, a buy signal from 24 days ago. Bollinger, a buy signal from 478 days ago. Short-term moving average, a sell signal from 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, a buy signal from 9 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 8 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, a buy signal from 13 days ago. Long-term moving average, a buy signal from 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 27 days ago. For more signals, feel free to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Bakkt Holdings. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $18.63 and $18.06. There's a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level could lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, Bakkt Holdings Inc. finds support just below today's level at $18.63. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $18.06 and $17.19. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be very high risk. In the last day, the stock fluctuated by $3.12 between its highest and lowest points, representing an increase of 18.48%. Over the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 16.42%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Bakkt Holdings, let's briefly discuss some essential fundamental data. First, let's consider the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies may face challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, persistently negative PE ratios can suggest a lack of profitability and may raise concerns about potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of the year 2025 is anticipated on the 13th of November, 2025. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Bakkt Holdings. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Bakkt Holdings is at $21.39. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Bakkt Holdings encounters its first support level at $18.63. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Bakkt Holdings from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Now, let's explore some recent insider trades. On August 28, 2025, Alexander Karen conducted an insider sale of 483 shares of Class A common stock. On August 22, 2025, Nehata Akshay Sudhir conducted an insider purchase of 30,000 shares of Class A common stock. On August 21, 2025, Nehata Akshay Sudhir conducted an insider purchase of 50,000 shares of Class A common stock. On August 21, 2025, Nehata Akshay Sudhir conducted another insider purchase of 100,000 shares of Class A common stock. On July 15, 2025, D'Annunzio Mark conducted an insider sale of 559 shares of Class A common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 83.782. Overall, insiders purchased 21,558,198 shares and sold 2,395,885 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $19.46, reflecting a decline of 2.68%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which contributes to a significant level of risk. The Relative Strength Index, known as RSI 14, is at 91, further amplifying the risk involved. Additionally, a buy signal has been indicated from a pivot bottom observed 23 days ago. Is Bakkt Holdings stock a good buy? Bakkt Holdings Inc. presents several positive signals, and the breakout from the declining trend suggests a potential shift in direction. This change does not necessarily mean the trend will go from falling to rising. It could also stabilize or simply decrease the rate of decline. However, we find the risk-reward ratio to be appealing and anticipate that the stock will perform quite well in the short term. Upon reviewing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, September 25th, we expect Bakkt Holdings to open lower by $1.04, beginning trading at $18.96. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.